Hello and welcome to Katrina's Creations. This is the Friday edition, and today we are going to be doing a review of new yarn from knitpicks, and it's called Dilly Dally, and it is 100% plant-based yarn. So I want to say a special thank you to knitpicks for sending me this to review. So let me tell you a little bit about the yarn. It comes in a lot of jewel tone colors. They let me pick, and I picked these three because you know I love fall colors, so I thought those were really pretty. So what Dilly Dally is, it's a DK weight yarn. This particular color is called Emerald, and you can see why. And it has a really pretty sheen to it. I'll hold them up. You can really see it with the copper color, and this is called copper. It has a really pretty sheen, just a slight shine to it. And then this is sweet potato. It has a very nice twist. It almost reminds me of mercerized cotton, is a lot of what it reminds me of, because it has a nice crisp look to it. Each skein is 109 yards in a 50 gram. These are 50 gram skeins. So there is 109 yards. Like I said, it's a DK weight, and which is a 3 weight. And what it's made up of is 70% Pima cotton, 20% bamboo, and 10% hemp. So I thought I'd tell you a little bit about what these actually are. What's the difference between Pima cotton and regular cotton? Pima cotton is a more luxury version of cotton. It is, if you pull out the fiber, it's a longer fiber, where regular cotton, and I have spun regular cotton, the fibers are about this long. And as a result, you have to spin it at a higher rate, where Pima cotton is longer fibers. So when they spin it, you don't have as many like ends sticking out. It's just much softer. So it is a higher grade luxury cotton. A lot of your more expensive sheets and things are made of Pima cotton. Then we have 20% bamboo, which everybody knows what bamboo is. The process where they get the bamboo to make it into yarn, they actually shred the bamboo stalk, and they make it, they add a mixture of a fluid to it, and it kind of becomes a slurry. And then they take that slurry and it's compressed into like fiber boards almost, and then it is then shredded again, and they can spin it from that shredded up fiber, which is at that point fluffy. It can be spun into bamboo yarn. Bamboo yarn is extremely soft. I actually have sheets that are also bamboo. And then the last ingredient is hemp. Now, it's not hemp like the illegal substance. That was the one thing I didn't know about. I did a little research before this because I thought, well, what exactly is hemp? If you're familiar with flax, which is then spun to make linen, hemp is very similar. The process of producing hemp fiber is very similar to how flax is produced for linen. Hemp itself is a stalk. It's a plant with a stalk. And just like flax, they soak the stalk, and it has sinewy strands inside the stalk. By wetting it, it loosens those because they have a sinewy kind of glue inside. And so by soaking it, it breaks that loose from the stalk. And then once that stalk dries again, they break the outer shell or husk off of the stem itself. And then inside they can extract the fiber, which are the long strands, sinewy strands. And those are then spun. Now, hemp, a lot of times in colonial times and even up to today, is used to make rope. That's what it is used. It is used because it is strong. It is part of the same family of plants that the illegal substance comes from, but it's not the same thing. Hemp itself that you use for fiber and ropes and things is lower than 0.3%, I'll probably totally butcher this word, tetrahydrocannabinol. It's also known as THC. We'll go with that because it's easier to pronounce it. But regular hemp that you use for fiber is less than 0.3%. So it's a third of 1%. So it's very, very little. It has to be higher than that to be classified as an illegal item. So anyway, it comes from the same family. The plant comes from the same family, but it's not that. So anyway, what do they use it for in yarn? Why would you put hemp in it? Hemp gives it strength because fiber and the bamboo are a little more fragile than like wool would be and things like that. So by adding hemp to it, or in some cases they put fiber, they put flax fiber into it, things like that, it gives strength to the yarn. It also, and you'll see this when I show you some samples I've made, it helps really define the stitches. I mean, look at how nice and crisp the twist is with this. You can see how nice that is. It actually knitted and crocheted up very nicely, and it gave stitch definition. It also helps the cotton to hold its shape, because if you have a cotton shirt, this in fact is a cotton blend that's crocheted, but if you just have cotton, it stretches out of shape. I once made a pair of socks 100% cotton, which was a really big mistake because once I wore them, they stretched out of shape. The hemp inside gives it a nice drape as well. It not only defines your stitches, gives you more strength to the yarn itself. It's making the stitches crisper, and it also gives it a very nice drape. I have some sweaters that I have made. I've never made anything with hemp, but I have made sweaters that have flax mixed in or linen mixed in with the cotton, and it makes it so that it just hangs really nice, as opposed to like something that's 100% acrylic that's kind of stiff. The hemp fiber gives it a nice kind of flow to it when you put it on. It just kind of, it hangs. It's not going to, I don't know how to describe it other than to show you. So let me go get you a sample of both and you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, so this is actually made with knitpicks Brava stripe. So this is 100% acrylic, and you can see it has a nice drape. See how it kind of waves when I wear it? But acrylic is a little stiffer, and in this case, this is, I believe, a 3 or a 4 weight, the same as this is. Ooh, those actually kind of look nice together, don't they? But anyway, you can see it does have a nice drape to it. I mean, knitpicks Brava is a premium acrylic. It's not, you're not buying Red Heart. This is a lot better quality, and you can see it because it does have a flow to it. But now let me show you something that is cotton, and this is cotton and bamboo. There's no linen or hemp in this. This is the same weight yarn, but look at how it flows. There's a lot more what they call drape to it. So that is cotton and bamboo. Now we have, this is cotton and linen. And here you can really see it's lighter weight, but because of, in this case, the linen in it, they can make it lighter weight, but it still has structure to it, but it has a really nice drape as well. So when I talk about drape, that's what I'm talking about. So let me turn the camera around and I'm going to show you what my swatches look like that I knitted and crocheted up. So we'll start with the knitted sample. And I based this, if you look on the back here. Okay, so it recommends a US 5 to a 7 needle, which if you use millimeters, that would be a 3.75 to a 4.5 millimeter needle. And then if you're using a crochet hook, they recommend a 7 to an I, which an I is a size 9. If you use millimeters for hooks, it would be a 4.5 to a 5.5 millimeter. So this is my knitting sample. I started out, you can't tell a whole lot of difference, but I did start out with the larger needle down here. And look how nice these stitches look. They look nice and crisp. They're very well defined. I love the way the knitting looks with this. I really do. And you can see that faint sheen again. So down here is the US 7 needle. And then up here you can see the stitches are a little bit smaller right in these rows, and that was done with the 5. So these are the recommended sizes that they use, and you can see you have a nice dense fabric, but it doesn't feel like real heavy or thick or anything like that. So that is the knitting sample. And now let me show you the crocheted sample. And this one, it looks really out of shape because I again started with the larger hook size that they recommend. And again, the hook size that they recommend is a 7 to a 9, and a 9 is also known as an I in the lettering size. And if you use millimeters for the hook, it is a 4.5 to a 5.5 millimeter hook. So this bottom part here is with the larger hook, and this is with the smaller hook. But again, look at that gorgeous stitch definition. So I am really impressed with this yarn. Again, it is called Dilly Dally DK weight. And the colors that I have are emerald, sweet potato, and copper. I think out of the 3, this is my favorite. It just has some really pretty tones to it, but I really like the way they look together. I think this is going to become a scarf or a cowl for me. Yeah, because it is very soft. So it's something I could even wear in the summertime or in the fall. I could wear it for warmth, or I could wear it more for decoration because of the fiber content with it. So I will put a link to this yarn down below if you want to go over and check it out. And if you want to see the other colors it comes available in. So that link will be down in the description box. And thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you again in tomorrow's video. Bye, everybody.